Hi there. Welcome to Seed Startin' Saturday, week number 5. My name is Lisa Mason Ziegler, and I'm so glad you've decided to meet me here as we go through the seed starting season here on my flower farm, kind of showing the good, the bad, and the ugly. So welcome. If you haven't already done so, you can sign up to have the email dropped in your box every Saturday morning as soon as the video goes live. So you'll find that down below the video, as well as on our website you'll find my Cool Flowers book study, which is very much like this. It's a little short video going through my book chapter by chapter, kind of bringing it all into focus for you. So please snoop around our website. We have lots of resources, and they're all for you. That's what we've made them for. So glad that you're here. And this week we're going to take a look at kind of what's going on. So we still have blocks here on the heating mat. This is a big commercial mat. You can see over here that it has a thermostat, and I keep the thermostat for Cool Flowers at about 75. That means that this mat stays at 75, which makes the, that warms the trays to that. You can see because I ran out of space, I use these cookie cooling racks to kind of double deck it. And so these are still cooking. As soon as 50% of them show sprouting action, we'll move them over to light. So sometimes we don't use, these are soil blocks. Sometimes we don't use soil blocks to start seeds. So let's take a look here. This is the standard plug tray. In the retail world for home gardeners, these are like your 6-packs, but for commercial growers, they just pack more little compartments to be able to have more seeds. This is pot marigolds or calendulas, and it's a bigger seed than what will fit into that small block. And because we have to grow so many, we don't have room in our room to support the larger block. If I was a home gardener, I would definitely start calendula, just like we do sweet peas and sunflowers, in the 2-inch block. But on a commercial scale, plug trays work really, really well. So these were heated on the heat mat, and then we've moved them over here under light. I don't put them up on the shelves because the problem with plug trays in my indoor environment is that they leak water. So we have them here on a concrete floor. We pull them out, we water them, and we have a drain here to catch that water. So that's why we really love the soil blocking method, because we can stack shelf after shelf of seedlings, because soil blocking has no drain. The way we do soil blocking has no drainage holes. So this is just a little update on what's been going on here. So here on the top shelf we have some just being born. This is Sweet William. This is some lettuce that see, I still got water soaking here. Was in the midst of watering, and we'll pour off any excess that's left there. But this is some romaine lettuce that was just born, and those are some straw flowers over there that, I literally took them off the heat this morning. And down here we have kale also that literally was just taken off the heat. I think that was yesterday. So, and more Sweet William. So things are coming along. So as you can see, it's not a start everything at once. We tend to start things in waves so that we can manage them. And that also means that you can manage planting them at the proper time. If you start everything at once and they all get ready at the same time, and you're only one person, you can't do but so much. And while that lag time of you catching up, those plants that get planted at the end, 5 to 7 days can make a huge difference in the quality of a plant. So we do things in waves here. So I want to show you also, we're going to go out to the garden in just a moment, and those stock seedlings that you have watched from the beginning, you saw them when they were babies and have seen them over the past couple of weeks, this is them. I've saved these out from our planting because I'm taking them to a lecture in a couple of days, but these are being planted out in the garden now. So let's take a walk outside and have a look at Bobo planting stock out in the garden. Hi there, and welcome to our garden this morning. We're going to take a look at those stock plants that you've been following the last few weeks, from just being born to growing to now being in the garden. So what you're looking at here is this white netting is actually the flower support netting that we use on all of our flowers once they start to grow, for them to grow through so that they don't fall down in bad weather. But we also use it to help us space our plants. Each square is 6 inches, and for this particular flower we put 8 rows in this 30-inch bed. So we put 2 plants in each square, and so there's no guesswork to spacing. And this black film you see is a biodegradable film. The beds are made, ready and waiting for us to come out, and for Bobo, you can see, is poking holes. She uses a dandelion weeder. You can use a screwdriver, you can use a dibber. She pokes a hole and pops the plants in, and it's just easy going all the way down the bed. So it's early February. This is stock, as I said. It is a cool flower, which is my book Cool Flowers. This is one of the hardy annuals that follows that suit. So they are cold hardy. Even though we still have winter weather on the way, they'll go through it like a champ. These are the hoops that we lay the row cover on, and we put one about every 10 or 12 feet. And these will be covered after she waters today, and that just helps to give it wind protection. It also keeps the deer from walking on our beds. It does give 4 degrees of cold protection, but while they appreciate that, they don't have to have that. So there you go, stock from seed straight to the garden, now as a baby transplant. Now we're here in the same garden, but a different bed. This is a bed of direct seeded hardy annuals. Those are poppies that you're looking at. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of why it's a love-hate relationship with direct seeded stuff. This is Bells of Ireland. So these were planted last fall. They've grown over winter. We have kept them covered to protect them from the wind and the deer. But they have to have additional work that transplants don't have to have. So these have not been thinned yet. We typically don't thin until, gosh, maybe March. We give every opportunity for things to go wrong before we start pulling plants out. So we wait till the last minute. So in addition to having to be hoed to keep the weeds down, because there's no film on these beds, then they also have to be thinned. You can see just how many, we really sow Bells of Ireland thick. I mean, we'll just pull out so many of these. And so we'll make a little spot, and then we have to come over here and pull out a bunch more. So you have to give the plants room, and it's a lot of work, as you can see. So this whole garden, this whole bed of direct seeded, will have to have that done to it. So we only direct seed those flowers and vegetables that absolutely just demand that we do that. And for us, poppies and Bells of Ireland and larkspur and bachelor buttons, there's about 5 or 6 that we do this with. So there you go. So I hope having a little look around our farm this morning will help you in some way, give you some tips. And again, down below, you can sign up to get the email dropped in your box every Saturday, as well as you can post your comments and questions. We really appreciate you doing that and posting them here on our website so that everybody can watch the video and then see the questions, because oftentimes other people have those same questions, right? So hope to see you back here next week, and get seed starting. It's that time of year.